Hey guys, I'm Christy and I am a nursing student. So if you'd like to be a nursing student, if you are a nursing student, if your roommate is a nursing student, if your girlfriend is a nursing student, or if you just like Grey's Anatomy, subscribe below. Subscribe down here. I believe the button is here. I post new videos at least once a week about nursing school, and they will appear on YouTube Tuesday nights or Wednesday mornings because I'm a night owl and I do things late at night. Morning. Whatever, in the AM. But yeah, here's my social media. It's gonna appear magically over here. You've got my Twitter, you've got my Instagram. Follow me if you'd like. If you don't want to, that's cool too. Yeah. So this week I wanted to do a video about all-nighters. Now, PSA, listen up, PSA, if you are in nursing school or college of any sort, or even in high school, and you have a great deal of academic pressure, do not pull all-nighters. Don't do it. It is horrible for you. Research it, it's bad on your body, your brain gets slower, like there's a million and one things that happens. I recommend studying like normal people, but if you are like me and you cannot study like a normal human being, you pull all-nighters. That's how I get A's. So like I said, don't pull all-nighters, but if you have to, you've come to the right place for information. I am the queen of all-nighters. I couldn't even tell you exactly how many I have pulled because there's that many of them. I would say about 50% of my all-nighters take place in a library. At least when I was at Arizona State University, I would go to Club Hayden. If you are ASU, you know that. I would go to Club Hayden to party and study. And there was one time I believe I spent 36 hours in the library without leaving. Or sleeping. It's just disgusting. Who stays in the library for 36 hours? So let's be real. If you're in college, in high school, wherever you are, professors, teachers, they're always telling you do not pull all-nighters. Your advisors tell you do not pull all-nighters. Everybody tells you do not pull all-nighters. They don't recommend it. But yet, Arizona State seems to think it's an acceptable behavior. One night, I was at Club Hayden, the library. I'd found it was so difficult to even find a spot, but I finally found a spot, plopped down, got my computer out, started doing my notes, doing my thing. And it was during finals week. At 4 a.m., the librarians come around with coffee. I kid you not, that this little cart, it's like if you're on an airplane, okay, you know if you're on the airplane in the aisles, they're pushing the cart and like, would you like something? Okay, you want the Diet Pepsi? Here you go. Okay, so it was like that. So they're pushing this little cart along and they're like, would you like some coffee? And of course everybody's like, yes, give me coffee. So they give them coffee. Would you like cream and sugar? And then there's a librarian on the other side asking the students further back. It was, I'm not kidding you, it was like being on an airplane and ordering drinks. I'm a horrible procrastinator and I don't know how to study like a normal human being. So I pull all-nighters. Don't ask me why, I just do, and they work for me. There was one time in my life where I was like, let me study like a normal human being and like I'll study what was covered in lecture right when I get home for that day. I did that and that was the lowest score I ever got on an exam. Let me tell you my greatest feats of fighting the human body's need for sleep. First, this one's crazy. I woke up at 8 a.m. on a Monday, it was finals week, and I did not go to sleep until 4 a.m. on a Friday. I kid you not, it happened. I attempted to sleep and I couldn't, and so I just stayed awake the whole time. I got A's on every final, don't ask me how, and I survived miraculously. But by 4 a.m. on Friday, my brain was in these little micro sleeps, and it would like turn off for a second, and I was so confused and disoriented, and I was hallucinating, and it was crazy, and I finally went to sleep. And so don't do that. Don't stay awake that long. Okay, one night I get it, but like 5, no. Tonight, I am pulling an all-nighter for a pathophysiology exam. So tonight, through this video, my goal is to show you what my all-nighters look like. A lot of it will probably be in fast forward. Okay guys, to take this video off, the number one most important thing is to find clothes you don't mind wearing for 48 to 72 hours. When you pull an all-nighter, you get so immersed in what you're doing and the studying, and you're like, oh, fiercely going, especially if you're like chugging caffeine, chugging that Monster, that double shot Starbucks, you're doing that. And so you're like typing away on your computer, like taking notes. So at some point your brain will just be like, and you won't remember things, and you'll just be like, I'm in this weird space of this time continuum, and it feels like everything's moving more slowly than it actually moves, and you're like, what is happening right now? When that time comes, you are not going to remember to change your clothes. Or you might not be in a place that you can. Like the one time I camped out in a library for 36 hours. I didn't go change my clothes. So be ready to wear this. I always put this on right before I study for comfort, and because I will get so immersed in what I am learning that I just set an alarm on my phone to remind me to get up and actually go to school. So wear these, and then you're going to go through and take your exam in these. And then you're going to come home, and you have not slept in over 24 hours. It will probably be like you haven't slept in like 36 hours, and you are dying, and you need sleep. So as soon as you come home, it's going to just be like, alright, so, here's my, like, pro tip about, all-nighters and whatnot. You need caffeine! A lot of caffeine! So, go get yourself some caffeine, whether it be Starbucks, whether it be Monster, whether it be Red Bull, whatever your choice is, get it, stock up on it, drink it. Don't forget to also drink water, though. You want to drink water because stimulant drinks, like those with caffeine or any other kind of energy thing, typically act as a diuretic, which means that it makes you pee. So make sure you are drinking water and other fluids at the same time. Don't deprive yourself of food because your body's working extra without sleeping. And just don't go crazy. If you need to take a nap, do it. But make sure you set alarms. That's AM, by the way. Why am I just getting to studying as of right now? I don't know. If I'm making coffee. I'm curious, there's something wrong with it. It shouldn't be doing that. And we can't figure out what's wrong with it, but it's producing coffee of some sort. I've also thought ahead here, and I've grabbed some of these suckers. These things are amazing. It's really easy to kind of get lost in the shuffle of studying when you're pulling an all-nighter, because you're sitting there and you're working, and when you get into it and you're like in the zone, studying away, it's easy to forget that time exists.
So I'm gonna start drawing some other colors.
Oh, the babies are sleeping.
Pus-like, and it'll be easy flowing early on. But if we leave it alone, this infection is gonna cause an inflammatory response, and as such, we can end up with scar tissue in our lung area.
I want to now put them.
All of our pleural spaces here, our pleural membranes, will end up with scar tissue.
And so I was like, Sylvia, you want to meet up at school? afternoon after my exam. I passed. I didn't get a good grade though. I got like a B, but I passed. And so it's the morning after. I got home at like 4 or 5 yesterday, and like for some reason I didn't go right to sleep. I waited until like 10 o'clock to go to sleep. And then I was all loopy and goofy, and I forgot to record any video. But if you saw me, you would have laughed. My roommate made me pancakes, and she gave me a pancake, and I was like eating it. And she'd come back and she'd be like, "Why haven't you finished eating the pancake?" And I'd be like, "Oh, how is there a pancake there?" So key to a successful all-nighter: caffeine, no sleep, and friends.